Hey everyone, Bishop Stewart here, and very excited to be here with you guys here today, because today I'm going to share some powerful information, and for some of you, life-changing information. You know, being an entrepreneur myself and owning different companies here in the US, companies internationally, I can tell you that e-commerce is one of the best industries for you to be in right now. I mean, let's just face it, there's oil sheiks in the world that are making billions of dollars. There's people in energy sectors that are making billions of dollars, but still the richest person in the world is the e-commerce guy, right? And so e-commerce is an industry that is very stable. It's growing steadily month after month after month. It's long-term and it's extremely profitable. So you might be in e-commerce right now from a consumer standpoint, right? You're online purchasing on Amazon or Shopify, Walmart, whatever. But we want to show you a way where you can actually benefit from e-commerce from a business standpoint, right? From a revenue standpoint, and penetrate that veil of e-commerce and start siphoning off some of those revenues that are being generated day after day after day. Now, some of you watching right now might be an existing client of ours. You know, I've been doing e-commerce for almost 12 years now. And some of you might be existing clients of ours for other platforms where we do done for you e-commerce services. Or you might know someone who's an existing client of ours. So here's what we're going to talk about here today. If you have not seen the old video that I did, or the full presentation video that I did, I should say, about e-commerce, where I break down my history of e-commerce, you know, when I started e-commerce, I show sales that I was making 10 years ago on eBay and sales from Amazon. I show our full system on how we put together now a full system that is a complete done-for-you, hands-off system, right? Where you can start benefiting and generating revenue from e-commerce while we do all the work. Okay, so from an investor standpoint, it's powerful. From a business owner standpoint, it is absolutely powerful. And for a legacy standpoint, to leave something for your children's children, it's very powerful. So what we're going to talk about here is, you know, our Amazon stores are absolutely crushing it. We have so many clients. In fact, we have clients almost every week that tell us to slow down because we're growing too fast and we're making too many sales. That sounds crazy, but when you watch that full presentation video, you'll understand why, right? Because of the float money. And so if you're watching, you might be one of them, right? We get those messages. So we know how to grow these stores. But a lot of you have asked about other platforms that we do. So, you know, I do every single strategy from e-commerce. You know, we've done Shopify, I've done FBA, we do Amazon, I do technologies as well now in e-commerce. But there's a new kid on the block that everyone's been asking about, everyone's been going crazy over, and that is Walmart. Okay, so I'm excited to announce to you guys that Walmart is live. Okay, we do Walmart as well. Now, this isn't something that we just started doing. We've been doing it for a while for several clients, and we wanted to really fine tune it, get our systems and our strategies really working like a well-oiled machine and get massive results for clients. And I can tell you, now is the time. So now I'm making the public announcement that Walmart is live. Now, there are some differences between Amazon and Walmart, right? And I'm going to go through those very quickly for you right now. But again, if you want to watch that other video, you can. Today, I am not going to go through my history with e-commerce. And you guys know, I've been featured in books about e-commerce, and, I show how this system works, right? I have an outsourcing company that I've had for many years. I own schools across Southeast Asia, et cetera, that really make this whole system work like a well-oiled machine. But that's not today's conversation. Let's talk about Walmart and the differences. Now, Amazon is great, right? Everyone loves Amazon because it's the largest platform. Everyone knows about Amazon, but there are some very distinct differences between Amazon and Walmart that I want to share with you right now. So let's talk about Amazon versus Walmart. Now, both of these platforms, very important to understand, both of these platforms are fully automated, done for you platforms, okay? Fully automated, done for you platforms, which means we handle every aspect of store management. We find the red hot selling products, which means we source the products. We do all the pricing strategies. We handle all customer support. We do all the fulfillment, making sure products are shipped out. We respond to the customers for you. We handle refunds. Everything or returns, I should say. Everything is done completely for you. All you have to do is the onboarding, and then you are able to move forward with that. Okay, so let's talk about the initial cost. Now, before I go into the initial cost, it's very important to understand that these prices here are subject to change. Okay, these prices are subject to change. The reason I say that is because this is business, right? Costs could change, different tools and resources might be needed, things might need to be adjusted. And also, sometimes I'm running promotions. So dependent on when you're watching this video, these prices could be higher, a little bit higher, or a little bit lower, okay? But as of today, this is the beginning of June, our Amazon initial cost is a $25,000 one-time fee, okay? That's $25 upfront one time. Walmart initial cost is $30,000 upfront one time, okay? You do not pay this annually or anything like that. It's a one-time fee. Now, normally for Walmart, it's $35,000. But right now, again, as of today, in the beginning of June, I have it for 30, but it has been 35. I've also have run some promotions for 27,000 something, but it's typically going to be between 30 and 35,000. Okay. The reason for that is Walmart is a completely different animal. It takes us a lot more work to do Walmart versus Amazon. For example, we set up Shopify stores for you and different things like that as well. And we don't have to do that with Amazon. So there's more cost involved for us. Now, in terms of the growth, how fast can you get a return? What type of returns? How fast can we start scaling your store? Now with Amazon, remember, it's kind of like crawl, walk, run. In the very beginning, it's going to take about 4 to 5 months of slower growth where we are purposely not scaling and growing your store to, you know, $50,000 a month, et cetera. Because with Amazon, they want to see history be built up. They want to make sure you're delivering products on time, you're responding to customers, you got great reviews, so on, et cetera, with their algorithm called store health. So we have to purposely grow slow on Amazon, crawl, walk, run. So for the first 5 months or so, we're making sales, but we are purposely not making the type of sales we can. Also for Amazon, we also have to get you buy box qualified, which takes us 90 days from the day of your first sale to get you buy box qualified. If you don't know what that is, don't worry, you can watch that other full ecom video that I did, and it'll explain the buy box. Now with Walmart, we can start scaling Walmart from the very first month, you guys. From the very first month, we can start scaling Walmart. We don't get penalized for being successful on Walmart. We can make a lot of sales in the first 2-3 months, right? With Walmart, there's no downtime. There's no buy box qualification downtime. Okay, so we can really start scaling these stores very, very quickly. So you're going to get a return faster, right? From a business standpoint, you're going to see good revenues coming in potentially a lot faster than Amazon. Also, let's look at the profit margins. With Amazon, the minimum is 10%, right? But most of our stores are 14 to 19% profit margins, okay? But look at Walmart, you guys. Walmart profit margins are up to 37% for some of our clients. We have a lot of new clients right now. They're at 20%, 27%, 37%. And if you look at that, that's almost double what Amazon is, right? In terms of profit margins. So what does this mean? This means you're going to get a return faster, right? And bigger profit margins. So yes, you know, Amazon is, you know, very well known. Everyone knows Amazon. Everyone wants, when you say you have an Amazon store, it's exciting. We love Amazon, right? Our Amazon clients are rocking. We have clients in 15 months that are already over $1 million in sales on Amazon. And we have stores that are doing, like Damon stores doing almost 300,000 a month, etc. So Amazon rocks. It takes a lot longer because of the sheer nature of how their platform is set up. And we don't have those hesitations or limitations, I should say, with Walmart. So from a business standpoint, right? I'm a business guy. For me, it's all about the results, right? What kind of results am I going to get? So Amazon is great. It's still amazing, but you're going to get faster and bigger, better results with Walmart right now. Okay. Also, with Amazon, we have an $800 per month store staff fee. Okay. It's just like if you open up a restaurant, you got to pay the staff, right? It's $800 per month. But with Amazon, it's waived for the first 2 months. On Walmart, it starts the very first month, right? Number one. Why? Because again, with Walmart, we can start scaling from the very first month, which means the staff is working around the clock, bringing in sales starting the very, very first month. Where over here, it's slow for the first few months. So that's why we waive it for the first 2 months. Also with Walmart, there is a software that we have to use that we don't use on Amazon. And that software is around $535 per month. The reason I say around is because it does fluctuate dependent on how your store is doing and how many SKUs, et cetera, your store has. And we're going to show you that here in just a moment. Now, let's talk about the profit split, because people always ask, what's your incentive for growing and scaling these stores long term? Well, number one, with Amazon, we get 20% and you get 80%. It's an 80-20 split, right? That's our incentive for growing and scaling these stores long term. With Walmart, because Walmart takes us so much more work, there's so much more involved, we get 30%. Okay, so it's a 70-30 split, right? Because we have to be incentivized to grow and scale these stores long term. Now, that's a good thing. The reason I say that's a good thing is because the business model is built to where everyone wins, right? The more money we make you, the more we grow and scale your store long term, the more money you make, the more money we make, the more money our staff makes, because they get bonuses and different things like that for reaching certain marks with your store. Okay. Now the store staff, remember, these are highly, highly trained individuals. Okay. If you guys saw the other presentation, you'll see my whole system in place and exactly how it works. Okay. With the outsourcing company and my schools across Southeast Asia, the way we train everyone, it's very, very solid. Okay. Now, Amazon has a monthly Seller Central fee, right? They have all these other little fees that you do not have on Walmart. So that's going to save you some money there as well. Okay. And lastly, the float. So with Amazon, because we're scaling slower and we're making less sales in the very beginning, a lot of stores will take off in their 6th and 7th month or 8th month. But in the beginning, it's a lot slower. So we only predict, 5 to 10,000 in float money, which is basically your cost of goods. That's what we predict you should have available on a credit card or debit card or whatever to purchase the items and then send them to the customers. Okay. If you don't know what float money is, again, watch that other video. That's not what today's presentation is all about. Okay. Now, Walmart, because we can scale Walmart faster, we highly recommend that you have over $10,000 for the float money. Okay. Over $10,000. If you only have $5,000, I would not feel comfortable letting you be a client of ours. In fact, I turn down clients for multiple reasons every single week. People that want to be a client of ours, we do turn people down for various reasons. You got to be business minded. You have to be able to understand this is a long-term business. You want to reinvest in your business. Okay. So having over 10,000, most of our clients with Walmart honestly have 20, 25, 50,000 plus, because we can go through that very quickly. For example, we have a new client that just started with us. In her first 90 days, her first 30 days did over $90,000 in sales, okay, in gross sales in the first month. Now, in the second month is already up to 172,000 in sales. That would never happen on Amazon. Your store would get flagged and get shut down because of the way that their algorithm is, and they want to see us build up that history. We also, and we're going to show you this store in just a moment. Okay. We're going to log into some live stores and really break all this down. Also, we have clients that are already doing 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 plus a day on their stores. And it's not even the holiday season right now. Right now, it's supposed to be the slower season, but that's what's happening right now on Walmart. Okay. So the more float you have, the faster and bigger we can grow and scale your store. Okay. Now with the float money, remember, it's not money that you're risking. Okay. What the float money is, you guys, is both platforms, Amazon and Walmart, pay you every 2 weeks. It's basically 15 days after the day your product has been shipped and delivered is when Walmart sends you that money and they deposit it directly into your bank account. We never see that money. We don't even have access to it. You get deposits every 2 weeks, which is basically, again, 15 days after the day the product has been shipped and delivered is when you get paid. So the first month, you're not going to see that every 2 weeks, right? Because it has to get shipped and delivered, etc. So starting the second month is when you start seeing it every 2 weeks. So again, the more float you have, the better. So the float money is basically the money in between that time, in between the time a consumer purchases a product on your store and when Walmart deposits that money in your bank account. So if you start your store today, today's Tuesday, let's say Thursday, someone comes to your store, buys a product for $100, but it only cost us $50 to get that product and ship it to the customer. So you have a $50 profit. Well, we're going to need your, whatever billing information you have attached to your platform is where we'll get that $50 from and send that product to the client, the customer, right? But remember, it's not money you're risking. Walmart's already sending you $100, right? So it's that in-between time money. And this is why sometimes clients will tell us to slow down. A lot of people in the investment group with the awesome individual Rabu have tremendous sales, and there's so many people in there that are like, Bishop, I never thought I would tell you to slow down, but you guys are growing so fast, right? There's a lot of success stories that we've done for that investment group in Rabu. So watch that other video if you need to get a full understanding of how long I've been doing e-commerce. I show sales from way back. I show my full system on how we do this done for you e-commerce management service, right? I show the outsourcing schools, everything, all the reports you're going to get. I show everything. And I did that presentation for Derek Brown, who's an awesome individual and friend who has multiple stores with us now. So again, the exciting news for today is that Walmart is wide open and it is absolutely crushing, you guys, absolutely crushing in terms of sales. So from a business standpoint, I believe you're going to get a faster return, a better return, and you're going to be very happy with Walmart. In fact, we have clients that purchase Walmart and then in the first month purchase another one because they just see the type of results they're getting. But let me say this to you before I bring Louis on, and we're going to show you live stores. We're going to show you real stores, real sales, and dive into all of this a little bit deeper. I want to say this. Remember, you're going to see some crazy numbers right now, amazing numbers, what's happening on Walmart, real numbers for real clients. But again, what I say with anyone doing e-commerce, let's just say worst case scenario, it took you a year to make all your money back. And now you're making 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 plus per month in pure profit and net profit that you do not have to lift a finger for. Is it worth it to you? If the answer is yes, there's nothing better, in my opinion, than e-commerce and this done for you service that we've put together. Because think about people that go in debt, right, for getting franchises and they don't break even for 4 to 5 to 6 years. Right here, you do nothing. You can live anywhere in the US. We do everything for you. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to bring on Louis, and we're going to talk about this in more detail. We're going to show you some live stores. Again, all of this came about because people started asking me, Bishop, I don't have time to learn, because I was teaching people all around the world. I would travel around the world, had a lot of private clients, and I would teach people about e-commerce. But a lot of people didn't have the time or energy or whatever to learn e-commerce. So I started getting tons of emails and people asking me, can I just do it for them? And so here we are today with this amazing service, getting amazing results. So let's bring on Louis and we're going to dive into this even more. And again, you guys, Walmart is live. Take advantage of it because I do not leave it open year round. Okay. I only open it up for sales a couple of times a year, and then we close it out and focus on the stores that we have. Okay, so take advantage of it. Okay, let's get Louis real quick, and then we will keep moving. Okay, you guys, so very excited. We have Louis here with us now, who's running up the Walmart department, the head of our Walmart department. And Louis, appreciate you jumping on because, you know, it's just an exciting time, right? Because we've been doing Amazon for a while. You know, like I said, I'm doing technologies and different things for e-commerce. We're so wrapped up into this e-commerce space. But now Walmart is really prevailing as the big boy, right? The new kid on the block, and the results that we're seeing, which we'll talk about here today for our clients. But what I really want to talk about here, Louis, today is what we're seeing with the Walmart stores and what are the differences. I kind of already went over a little bit of what some of the differences are between the Amazon and the Walmart. But Louis, welcome to this broadcast, man.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you for having me, Bishop.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about Walmart. And if you want to kind of just say why you think Walmart is such a powerful platform in regards to e-commerce, kind of, just talk a little bit about your experiences with Walmart.
Yeah, so the experiences that we've had with the our Walmart accounts is we're able to scale this business really, really, really fast with no pushback from Walmart like other platforms that do. It's been awesome to see the success and the growth of some of these accounts that we're running here. Uh, Typically, we just started 2, 3 accounts about like a month and a half ago, and they're already doing over 30,000 in sales on a daily basis with profit margins up to 38%. So
Crazy.
it's been amazing. It's been awesome. And to see the growth that we're able to do with these accounts is just, it's insane.
Right. And we don't, I mean, we would never be able to do that on Amazon, in the first 3, 4, 5, 6 months
Right.
with Amazon. And so to be able to get those kind of results with Walmart are just phenomenal. I mean, up to 37% profit margins. And you said some of the stores were doing what per day already?
I can show you some screen on some of these accounts
Yeah.
that we're doing here. So let me share my screen. This is one of our oldest accounts that we have. This is a personal account of mine, and we launched this store at the beginnings of the year. And I'm gonna click in here from the beginning of the year to the end of May, so you guys can kind of see how much we've sold over the past 5 months. So we've sold over $363,000 in the last 5 months. Profit margins for this account are at a 28% profit margins here.
Mhm.
So this is one of my accounts, and I can also let me log out of this account and show you guys a different account. Um,
Yeah,
Also,
in fact, you and I were talking this morning about one of our clients, and what they've done already in like a month is just crazy.
yeah, I'm gonna log into that one as well. This account here is another one of ours, and this account has been open for a month and a half. I'm gonna click here at the beginning of April, but it was open mid-April. We launched it mid-April, so it's been a month and a half, and we've done already over $105,000 in sales. This one here is also has profit margins of like 24%. And let me log in to the one that we were talking about this morning, Bishop, which is Shannon's account. This one here, guys, is just
It's crazy.
is crazy. This one here is
We have very, very happy clients, let's just say.
yeah, let's say that we have very, very happy clients. This one is a month and a half old. Uh, we launched mid-April as well. And this is her account. Wait, why didn't it change? So April 1st to make, oh, actually, that's because we are in, let me change it again. So it's April 1st to it's, June 6th. $172,000 in a month and a half. Most of these sales have been in the last week or so, and I'll show you guys for the last week of basically the first week of June, and 124,000 in the last 5 days, guys.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
124,000 in the last 5 days, and the store's only been open a month and a half. And again, never would happen on Amazon for a new store, just to get those kind of results. And and profit margins are, because you could have a profit margin of 15% or whatever one month, but then the next month it could be 21%. Because we're always adding different products and stuff on the store. But to see that, you guys, one of the things that people really like about us is that we're very transparent, very clear. We bring a lot of clarity. We're very honest with you guys, because a lot of people don't even log into stores when they're talking about stores, and they don't say what the net profit is, right? People talk about all these big numbers, but don't really say what the net profit is. And you guys can see, you know, we're logging into real client stores and really, really talking about this. So Louis, thank you for showing some of those stores. I don't know if there was another one or if you're good already showing those, but that gives you guys a real gist of why I believe, again, you know, eBay, I started on eBay, right? I made a lot of money on eBay, started on Amazon, made money with Amazon, but Walmart's just the results, right? From a business standpoint, in business, I believe results speak for themselves, right? It's all about the results. It's not about your emotions, you know, because everyone says, I want to have an Amazon store just to say I have an Amazon store because it's such a big major platform, but this is business, right? It's all about results. And the results here are absolutely phenomenal. Now, Louis, I did already mention, you know, you guys, the $800 per month starts the very first month because the staff, as you can see, gets to work, right? With Amazon, we waive it for the first 2 months because the stores grow slower. But here the staff is working around the clock. So the $800 per month starts right away. And then also there's a $535 software fee. Do you want to talk about that a little bit, Louis?
Yeah. So the reason why this software usage it's a little bit higher than we had it in Amazon is because Walmart's software is really not up to speed to marketplace, to what they're trying to do. They're fixing it. They're still updating it. Remember, Walmart has only been open to the marketplace for 2 years maximum. I think it's a little bit less. So we have to outsource our software usage, and there's a fee that comes with that, right? One of the main one that we use to be able to completely automate your account here. If we were trying to do it through Walmart like we do with Amazon, it would take us years to be able to do this because one change sometimes takes up to like 3-4 hours, as opposed to doing it in the software, it automatically does it for us, right? So that's why that fee, and I do believe that we have like a let me open up one of our spreadsheets fees that we have, and it'll be the OA Genius is $199 a month. This covers for up to 1,000 SKUs in your store. And if you like, if you guys notice on this account, I believe that we have a little bit under 1,000 SKUs, right? So you see what we can do with 1,000 SKUs. Every case is different, but usually for 1,000 SKUs, you'll be selling anywhere between $30,000 to $50,000 in sales. Inform is another plan. This one grows as your store grows. I have the starter plan here, also covers up to 50,000 in sales. If the more you sell, they're amp up the price. In the beginning, the first month or two, I think is like $50 a month, but we have the Inform starter, the business starter plan. So you get an idea how we can potentially grow. So it's a $539.98 on a monthly basis, aside from, your Shopify account and to run your website, because we build websites for all of these stores. This one here, Bishop, I have it on, but they're not really paying this. I'm saving them this $100. I have a master account with them that I'm able to use to do all of our product research, but I still have it in here just in case we have to go and build and create an account for them. Right. But they're not paying this one. So it's actually $439.98 that it would be. I consider this our monthly overhead for our business, which is $439.98. Honestly, for what we can do for you guys in return, it's a relatively small amount that we would be paying here.
Yeah, absolutely, you guys. So you guys can see the charge, $535 roughly, for the software is well worth it. And remember, our ideal client are business-minded people, right? So if you're going to go do a franchise, you're going to go into debt, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and people don't even expect to break even for 4 to 5 years, utilizing the franchise business model. And you have tremendous overhead. You have to be near that establishment in terms of your your living area because you have to go to work every day. Here, this is completely done for you. Business model, you can live anywhere in the US. It's hands-free for you guys. We do all of the work for you. And on top of that, this is long-term, right? This is willable. You can keep growing your store year after year after year, and you barely have any overhead. So talking about $800 per month for staff and roughly around $535 per month for software for your business, and to be able to get the kind of results that we're just showing you right now is phenomenal. I don't know another business model that can do that. And again, let me make this clear. You guys are seeing these results. These are phenomenal results. We have a lot of clients. In fact, I have a lot of Walmart clients that they start seeing these results and they quickly get another Walmart store, right? So they have multiple Walmart stores. We have a lot of clients like that. But here's the thing I want to make sure is very clear. We cannot guarantee exactly what your store is going to do at exactly what time frame, right? Every store is different. They don't compete with each other. But remember what I said, worst case scenario out of all of these, give us a year, right? Make your money back within that year. And then now you're making really, really good profit that you don't even have to work for every single month. So it's just a phenomenal business model we have in place. Louis, can you show just a couple of the items from one of the store? Because people always ask, what type of items?
Of course, yeah. Let me pull up the, so if you can see, I go to my manage items, all of our published items on each account is in here. And it varies. Look, there's pools, there's steam hand, what is this?
I was just talking about getting another little electric scooter for my wife and I, so I might have to go.
So cool.
Go to that store, get one. Okay.
Yeah. So it varies, guys. Like I said, that software that we have, we'll input information on it and it will give us, it tracks down data for the item, how much we're selling a month. If it's a hot seller, we'll put it on. If it's not really selling, we don't even bother with it. But it varies. We don't have any specific niche that we go for to be able to scale the business.
Right. Absolutely amazing. And so you guys, like I said, we're all in on e-commerce right now, and I'm working on a brand new strategy for e-commerce that is going to blow everybody away. Been working very, very hard day and night on it. Some of you know what that is. But the last thing, Louis, let's talk about time frame in regards to getting set up. So Walmart, we know how long it can take for a lot of people to be onboarded. And I believe here we're seeing roughly, I know in the beginning it was a lot longer. It was several weeks to get started. And now I believe we have it down to about a week, right? We can have.
We have it down to about, I'd say 2 weeks.
Okay.
It all depends really on how fast you can get us the documents requested. There's two very important documents that we need. It is your EAN and it's your W-9. The W-9, most of you really, I always say, don't worry about it. As soon as I have your EAN, I'll fill it out for you. All you got to do is just sign it, send it back to us, have your email set up and your DUNS number. The DUNS number is one of the things that we need. Lastly, we need it when we get in a call to submit your application. But if you're able to get all these documents to us, we'll get you guys set up within I would say maximum 3 weeks, but I'm seeing relatively the most 2 weeks as of lately, Bishop. We've been able to do it, like you said, in about a week or so.
Right.
I'm trying to automate this process where we can get you guys going within 3 to 4 days after I have all of your documents. I'm working on a system that we're going to put in place where everybody's just going to be able to we'll be able to get everybody on board within 2, maximum 3 days.
Nice. Awesome. So you guys, there you have it again. Me being the business person that I am with, owning all these different companies here in the US and internationally, I can tell you again, results speak louder than anything else. And the results are here with Walmart, I believe. And again, this is just getting started. Like Louis said, it's been less than 2 years. And so what I would really consider too, depending on when you're watching this video, we're shooting this video now in the beginning of June. but the holidays are coming up, Louis.
Yeah.
And I can tell you guys, for our Amazon stores, the holidays are crazy, are absolutely crazy. And so what do you predict here with Walmart for the holidays?
Ah, man, it's hard to predict, but I do see compared to last year and what we've done over the last 5 months of this year, that was we've seen every single account triple in sales.
Mhm.
And when it's supposed to be the slowest months, January to June. So I'm scared. I'm
Right.
scared for the holidays, but it's a good scare. It's a good scare to have. Everybody with the pandemic and everything happening, everything got used to it and accustomed to. Instead of going to the stores, they're like, nope, let's shop online. Let's go online. So we probably will see a growth of like, I want to say 8 times more this holiday.
Nice, nice. Absolutely, you guys. So there we have it, Louis. Appreciate you being on. You guys, what I would tell you is, when you're growing your store, manage it appropriately in terms of your float money. When Walmart is paying, I believe it's 15 days after the day the product's been shipped and delivered, right? So it's like Amazon, they do it every 2 weeks, but it's technically 15 days after the day the product's been shipped and delivered. So you want to keep your float in mind, right? So with Walmart, it scales a lot faster than Amazon. So you want to have a decent float account, but also as you're making money, right? Pay yourself a little bit. I believe in paying yourself as a business person, but you always want to keep growing and scaling that float account. I tell every one of you guys when I'm talking to you clients ahead of time before we bring you on or let you come on as a client, be business minded. Don't blow your money. This is long term. You have to scale this. So just like any other business, you have to put money back into your business, right? Keep growing that float account because you can't expect to get to $100,000 a month in sales, but you're still in the $30,000 area in terms of float.
Yep. Perfectly said, Bishop.
Yeah, very, very important. Okay, so we don't want to mislead people. If you have very little float or you're not able to start scaling and growing your float, you will get stuck. So, and we don't want that for you. We can manage with what amount you have. I just want you to be realistic. You're not going to get to these bigger amounts as fast if you're kind of stuck there. One thing we don't talk a lot about, Louis, is that if someone's using a credit card and you get cash back on that credit card, we've had clients earn thousands of dollars in cash back. I've seen clients throughout our e-commerce process over the last couple of years, the points go through the roof.
Right.
Their lines of credit go through the roof. I've had clients that have been able to open up business lines of credit now as well with the banks, all because of this platform. So as your store is growing, constantly think about other avenues to create more float for you so you can really, really scale to some amazing numbers. Okay, so with that said, I appreciate each and every one of you. And we will be in touch, and we look forward to working with you guys and serving you guys and helping you guys actually benefit now from the e-commerce industry, not just as a consumer, right? Because all of you go online and all of you purchase, but now to be able to benefit and penetrate the e-commerce veil, if you will, and start benefiting from it from an investor standpoint and from a business standpoint, and actually start benefiting from others purchasing online. And it's such an amazing opportunity. We do everything for you guys. We manage every aspect of your store management for you. There's really not much for you guys to do in terms of the day-to-day operations of the store. Louis, if we can also just touch on, we get, lastly, glad I remembered this, we get 30% of the net. So Louis, if you want to kind of explain that once we get you to 30,000.
So I'll share a little bit on this spreadsheet here, because this will be your spreadsheet that we create for your store, and it'll have this nice tab down here. It says month. So whatever this number ends up in here, so let's say you end up with your store this month goes over 30,000, right, for the month. I think it went a little bit higher, which is great. So I don't mind this number, but let's say this number here reflects $297,500. We take 30% of this for fully automating your account. Like Bishop was saying, you guys don't have to lift a finger. We do everything for you. We have our own return center. We take care of all the customer service, phone calls, messages, emails, everything, and literally everything. You guys don't lift a finger at all. Possibly the only time you lift a finger is to click and pay. And if we have any issues with your credit card, which is, if it's issues, it's a good issue to have. It's because you guys are selling a lot.
Yeah, and that's important because we have clients that run into issues with their credit card because we are selling so fast. We're selling a lot, but that's a good issue to have, right? That's a good problem to have when
Right.
your business is growing and scaling so fast, right? And you got to figure out how to keep up with it. So that is an issue that people do run into. Also, that 30% we get, it's very important for you to understand the $800 per month and the software fee of the $535 around there. That's not counted in that, right? So we don't pay for that. So it's very, very important for you to understand that that's not including that. Appreciate you here jumping on board with everything we've been doing, and it's awesome to have you working with us as well now. And to the sky's the limit, you guys. We're still just getting started as a business, and I can tell you guys, over the years, what's been happening in e-commerce is amazing. We will always stay abreast of what's happening in e-commerce and be able to give you guys amazing insights, amazing opportunities into e-commerce, because we're always at the forefront of what e-commerce is doing, where it's going. Like now we have Walmart, right? Next year, there could be other things that we have that we're going to be adding on to our business model. So with that said, appreciate you guys, and we look forward to working with you.